Hi, Faith family. I'm Sallie Adelman.
I'm Mike Adelman, and Sallie and I live in South Hadley. We have been members of Faith United Methodist Church since the late winter of 2015. And we came I guess the way that many people do. We were looking for a new church, having relocated to New England from Arkansas. And we tried a couple of churches, and we ran into a person at the YMCA who said, "Why don't you come to my church and just try it out? You may like it, you may not." Well, we did come. We went to services, and we came a couple of times more. And before we knew it, we were fully engaged, and we found that Faith was an embracing community, unlike some of the other congregations that we had attended services at. You know, why a person joins a church could be for a lot of reasons. Obviously, one is to facilitate your relationship with the Creator, but the other is the people who actually bring you there, so to speak. Susan and Jim had asked us if we would come, and we did. And then we ran into them in the Big Y one day, and they basically said, "You really ought to come." So I guess you could say, in a sense, we were invited. And I don't think very many people go to places where they don't feel welcome, they don't feel invited. And in both cases, we had the invitation from Susan and Jim. And then when we came, people who we didn't even know made a point of coming over and making sure that they knew we were there and that we were welcome. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what would we change about the church. Sometimes there are things that you would like to change about an organization that you're a part of. Some of that could be cultural, some of that could be philosophical, some of it could be behavioral. I don't know how to change many of the things that I would like to see changed at Faith, any more than I know the answers to how I would change things in my community or my nation. I do know that I would like to have more people who were a little younger than I am. I'd like to have more people who have youngsters, so we could have the vitality of all age groups involved. I'm not exactly sure I do know how, but one of the things I do know from my career in business was that people need to know that they are not only welcomed, but all the advertising in the world does not do anything but grow awareness. So it's not about advertisements. It's not about bumper stickers. It's not about this, that, and the other thing. What it is one person coming to another and saying, "You really ought to try this. You really ought to do this." And that's the most powerful advertisement, the most powerful connection a person could really make.
And one thing that when Mike and I were talking, I was saying that I would like to see the current members come to church more often. We have a lot of members of our church who don't come, and that's sad to me. And I would like to, like Mike, I don't know how to get them to come, but I would like to see them there on Sunday mornings.